be so different. You can see this in the little things as well as the important stuff. Here are just a few examples which we've noticed. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a thumbs up, because today we'll be sharing 10 things that men and women do differently. Undress differently. Men and women take off their clothes in different ways. Most often, men put their arms behind their shoulders, pulling their top away from their spine using their collar. Women cross their arms in front, pulling off their clothes whilst gripping the hem and turning them inside out as they do so. Men might use either method, but women only use the latter. Show their hands differently. When asked to display their hands, men, provided they've got nothing to hide, will always show you their palms, whereas women for some reason always proffer you the back of their hands. Throw balls differently. Men usually throw balls from above and behind their head, whilst women throw them upwards from below and whilst holding it with both hands in front of them. Why? No one knows. Yawn differently. More often than not, men cover their mouth with a fist when yawning, whilst women use an open palm, probably because it's considered to look more elegant and feminine. Hear sounds differently. Women have a keener sense of hearing than men, and are experts at picking up high-frequency sounds. Amazingly, the female brain is programmed to hear a child's cry, whilst a majority of men will sleep right through it as if nothing happened. And if a kitten meows somewhere, a woman is far more likely to hear it than a man. However, equally fascinatingly, men can discern the direction from which a sound is coming better than women. So he'll tell her where the kitten is hiding. Sit differently. Women typically sit with their legs crossed, often wrapping their legs around each other. Men usually prefer to spread themselves out, placing their knees far apart. In part, this is because the majority of men and women wear different kinds of clothing. It's not usually considered a good idea for a woman to sit in the male position if she is wearing a short skirt. For men, on the other hand, their instinctive sitting position has its roots in evolution. This is the typical pose of an alpha male demonstrating his masculinity. Distinguish between right and left differently. Men never mix up right and left, as the more active part of their brain is either the right or the left hemisphere, never both. Yet if you ask most women which is their left hand, you won't get an instantaneous answer. Often they will look at a ring, or think about which hand they write with, in order to remind themselves. This is why men all around the world complain that women can't tell left from right. See differently. Men can see clearly ahead, and far into the distance. You might say they have eyes like binoculars. This is called tunnel vision, the vision of a hunter capable of tracking his prey. This is why men sometimes accuse women of hiding things from them, even if their socks, or underwear, or car keys and wallet, or something in the fridge, are all where they should be. A man cannot pick them out straight away if they aren't in his direct field of vision. In contrast, women have much better peripheral vision. It's argued that this is the result of the fact that a woman needs to see what's around her as much as she can, in order to keep track of her children and quickly detect any danger to them. These differences can have serious consequences. Tie bathrobes differently. Women usually fasten a bathrobe tightly around the waist, whereas men tie it at the hips. Some say this is because women want to emphasize their figure even when they're wearing baggy clothes, whilst men don't care at all about this. Others think it's just more comfortable for both. Cope with problems differently. Often, when a woman has a problem, she will talk about it with her mom, her best friend, her husband, even with the person sitting next to her on the bus. Or she'll leave posts on social networks. The more she discusses her problem, the easier it is for her. A problem shared with others doesn't feel so difficult to cope with. When a man has a problem, on the other hand, he's far more likely to lie in front of the TV and sulk in silence. He copes with stress by distracting himself from his problems. And when he feels calmer, he starts searching for a solution to whatever's wrong, and he does it on his own. Coming to him with advice and suggestions will just annoy him. Do you enjoy our list? Please give this video a thumbs up, and as you enjoy this video don't forget to leave us a comment down below. Stay happy.